Imagine waking up one day to discover that a beloved celebrity's on-screen antics have sparked a profound personal transformation, something that changes how you see yourself forever. That's the unexpected journey I've been on, thanks to none other than Jim Carrey, who helped me embrace my baldness and shave my head right then and there. But here's where it gets controversial. Is it really possible for a TV show to redefine your self-image? Or are we just projecting our own insecurities onto Hollywood icons? Stick around, and you might just find yourself questioning your own beauty standards. Let me take you back to my younger days. As a kid just hitting my teens, I was utterly captivated by Jim Carrey's wild energy. Picture me glued to the TV on a lazy weekend afternoon, watching Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, and practically rolling on the floor with laughter at his outrageous facial contortions, reckless stunts, and that over-the-top silliness. It was the kind of humor that perfectly matched the chaotic fun of adolescence, pure, unfiltered joy. Fast forward to college, and my tastes evolved. I dived into his deeper, more introspective films, with The Truman Show standing out as a favorite. Sure, it still had those comedic elements, but now it carried a philosophical undertone that resonated with my growing awareness of life's illusions and the quest for authenticity. Watching Carrey transition into serious roles was inspiring, and thanks to the boom in online interviews, I started seeing him as more than just a comedian. I admired the thoughtful person behind the laughter. So, when I heard he was starring in a new TV series called Kidding, playing a troubled host of a children's show, I was over the moon. The premise hooked me instantly, and I binge-watched it from the very first episode. Little did I know, this show would become a catalyst for a major shift in my own life. Around that time, I began noticing my hair thinning out. In my early 30s, this felt way too premature. I'd always assumed baldness was a distant, 50s issue. Growing up with thick, flowing locks, often worn long through university, I wasn't ready for the change. I resorted to desperate measures, like slicking it over to conceal the bald spots, but it was a losing battle. Every glance in the mirror felt like a harsh reminder of premature aging, stripping away my sense of attractiveness and leaving me feeling powerless, as if youth itself was slipping away. Then came that pivotal night with Kidding. In the opening episode, Carrey's character clashes with his domineering father over the show's direction. In a fit of rebellion, he grabs clippers and shaves a bold path from forehead to nape, destroying his perfectly groomed on-screen hairdo. I erupted in laughter, but beneath that, something clicked, an epiphany of sorts. His act wasn't just defiance. It was a bold reclaiming of control, a statement of liberation. And this is the part most people miss. It reframed my hair loss not as a mere cosmetic flaw, but as something I'd allowed to dominate my emotions. Pausing the episode midstream, I dashed to the bathroom, snatched my beard trimmer, and mimicked the scene, creating a straight, ridiculous stripe down my scalp. Standing there, looking utterly absurd, I chuckled for what felt like forever, finally grasping the sheer silliness of my futile efforts to hide those spots. Returning to the couch with that half-shaved head, I wrapped up the episode, and as the credits rolled, I completed the transformation, shaving it all off. Suddenly, it was like shedding a heavy burden. The mirror no longer triggered anxiety. Instead, I saw a well-shaped scalp beneath, and honestly, I thought I looked pretty darn good. Eager to share, I surprised my friends under a winter cap for a dramatic unveiling, and every single one raved that I appeared sharper, more confident. Even my mom, who'd initially struggled with her long-haired boy going bald, came around and admitted she preferred it this way. Nowadays, I mostly keep my head shaved smooth, though I sometimes let a bit of stubble grow back for variety. The key is, I'm at peace with my reflection. Sure, insecurities linger, who doesn't have them? But the fear of aging too soon has faded. Society often attaches stigma to men going bald, portraying it as a sign of diminished vitality or appeal. And here's where controversy brews. Are these norms outdated relics, or do they reflect deeper truths about attractiveness? For instance, while some might argue that a full head of hair symbolizes youth and vigor, others embrace baldness as a badge of strength and authenticity. I push back against that stigma, reminding myself that for every person who might favor a man with a thick mane, there's someone out there who appreciates me just as I am, bald and proud. If fate ever lets me meet Jim Carrey, I'd shake his hand and express gratitude for helping me view myself through a lens of lightness and humor. What started as an uncontrollable loss became a deliberate choice, a pivot from victimhood to empowerment, proving that a little absurdity can rewrite your story. What do you think? Can a single media moment truly alter self-perception, or is this just wishful thinking? Do you agree that baldness should be celebrated rather than stigmatized, or does it still carry unfair judgments in our culture? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear differing views and spark some real discussion.